OKFM 101.7.
Yana Deputy General Secretary, the match ni Yamanyuku NDC, Mustafa Bandi. Entretchen asemi hon komo kakra. Ewra Mustafa, good morning.
Good morning, Minia.
Penny na boko die.
Yeah, yes. But yes.
As dan Kennedy.
Metro on car. Na me ha nyina abafam.
Hey, sir.
Mm.
Hey, secret in the day.
Yeah, me aka me say about the patron ma party card ma. About dom NDC.
Hey. I don't feel the wins.
Was my car kwame so on my journey.
OKFM.
So,
Patron.
mo baptize me as it in the nase.
Menem katro.
And then most definitely so to trade the enzo being coming. Oh. Where the quick one before we be a same panel no. Enra, yes 6 p.m. news. Says I'm on boy cry making can NDC right to Council of State over new EC appointment. Me pese I didn't come on free wa na ye de ba constituency and say ye ne ntote a mo ye de akwakoto abeyi. Na nke fi say asem yi motwa so.
Ish. Minia. Asem we so just one year. Because Electoral Commission, I can see a airport. Electoral Commission or referee. That's what I said. Bona ya bona. Mobi de nsaka. Wetimi eji foul. Mkina chasa Electoral Commission, you know. Onye party A and now onye party B. So jina nfinfin. Na entokwan do bebi a eden a wetimi afata. Na omanpanyin etimi atra from no ahese. Babia na mamu na du no. De kotwa bana emwa no enti no. Mane nkohwehwe ne party fo a obetimi de omoye Electoral Commission amana yi. So wohwe a ta ku we betimi referee amana yi. Sabiu kromu ha. Ya won kofo a sabi wo munimte. Wo mo bo wo mo bra. Se omo bon papa mu yes omo nya NDC nya NPP. Even when they believe in any of their ideologies, no. Omo fa wo mo for politics. One betimi a Electoral Commission amana ye. No akofa opia oye Tescom patron. Opia 2020 election anu ye. Oye director of IT. Emma NPP. Say omramedi Electoral Commission mani ye. Minya o share sa asemu ya. Tenfa kroben so ne de kwa mani ye. Ye kan ya omanpanyin on tiase. Na minya ne hadwe ne say enkomanpanyin de sabiu yes the otwakwan nim sa atia. Omanpanyin de ototo niema na enkrofo ba bonten because omanpanyin we antwe ya. Me de minim sa de president awumba betwemu no sa de enkola nso ye hu bi kakra. Na wafa kwan bi so no wasiesi. President Akufo-Addo is not willing to listen to anybody. Ne party pokra kasa onti. Also the ope and obey. But also we say, enka baby anka we 2 times in him say. While NPP echo 8 years. 1, we need ya jetum. 2, more reggae and also crano. And nam say a pair or mine no don't ya jetum amana ye. One of the legacies are Akufo-Addo Bejai Amagana for ya bekaino. In as much as is going as one of the most corrupt presidents, one of the worst presidents Ghana has ever had. Under his leadership, people were killed and all of that. One of the legacies will be that you protect the institutions of state as someone who is well known, vested in law. You don't abuse, destroy the institutions which are creations of the law. And they are called down a Council of States for say. Kamuna Constitution it says so man penny ye bibia mobetonofo. Mon hear ya asemu say o man penny akufo ado akosisa political activists. If it was people who just believe in political ideology, it's different. Political non-activists and Krofua who come through Womudia, now one pictures, Apia, one share NPP in Tadia.
Mustafa
radio, Echo Casa.
Mustafa,
Womona Akufa Dako appoint to one.
Mustafa,
Papa.
And Command Kuku last week, you know. A bit more to interrupt the buyer and say, Yen Chumwa. A yada will be beer or yagan ni. Oh, you're active in politics by way of voting beer. While you are the other is affiliated to a political party.
That's correct.
And if argument is based on that line, dear, and you're defeated because then will be a trouble, even the Electoral Commission chairman.
Sir, Kwame Yeka say, step an appointment, I said, my Baba party card amount. Now, the woman say, you may not necessarily need to hold a party card. And the woman say, in the discharge of the work of the Electoral Commission, whether you are NPP or not, one of the key things that you must guard against is public confidence. The public must have confidence in the decisions that you take. But when from the word go, people perceive that so and so, or this particular individual has the tendency of being biased towards the NPP and against the NDC, it is good for you not to create that chaos even before the game starts. As much as possible, no. You will say Electoral Commission, Emrana Wamudi Ejuma. Emrana Wamudi Koyejuma, no. As I said, we make sure, say, and Kofona would do Wamu Kono. Ghanaians will have confidence in the work that they do. Already, the sitting Electoral Commissioner have demonstrated to Ghanaians that they cannot have full confidence in the Electoral Commission. It is one of the critical issues that we need to resolve going into 2024. There. When the Electoral Commissioner gives a verdict, that verdict should be respected by Ghanaians and accepted in good faith, with confidence and trust, based on transparency, based on honesty, based on free and fair elections. Even apart from the elections being free and fair, you have to win public confidence. The Electoral Commissioner, as it stands, do not have that confidence from the public. They believe that the 2020 election was rigged and was compromised. They also believe that even the European Union Observer Mission, have made a report that suggests that the confidence in the Ghana's Electoral Commission continue to reduce and dwindle because of some of the perceptions that the general public has. In this matter, Kwame, we are saying that Akwana na Nadwa appear hini osayimba.
Dr. Apia
2020, Wadunoya Bunu Electoral MPP, Director of IT, Okotra Electoral Commission, Embo MPP Abahobai. In 2000 NDC for Wamu Bono. Papa Echo take key decision on the commissioner. NDC for Wamu Bono. One major to and here the Assembly Kodan, Council of State there. Muna assess a motu or manpenyifu. We don't want to get to the state where they will say, oh, or manpenyi yano. Na ya antias ye ana ye nim ya the Assembly Kodan wago. Ya kainina no. Ye nimsa akufo do ntie. Otia ebebuano. Wan tie nso a ye befa no saa. But a day of reckoning will come. There is a day where Ghanaians will know that Kama Wamo Yeno, NDC for Kai. NDC emu emraso. But as much as possible, a very clean election should be organized. An election that Ghanaians will have confidence in. Now, Wamo AFA, Wamo Kotra de Mbimu. Now, Wamo ye anaju registration. Now, Wamo ye wemu. Now, ye de akotwaba. Kumuha, ye na ye dia. Ahani ye wo yen. And yet, Nanado and Crop one quantia, na a honey. Enti obi emfa obi enim entwetwe fam.
Mucha fe na enkomo na ya na ye dia edin a aya kodeofo ebo musumu bo titru ye Dr. Peter Apia hene no Haji Asalima anwe tijani ni de ye ntante hwe mfa no ono nso so problem be na wo no
ono de won sa me kan nyina no ku adu a me de bo mampanyi na ye Apia hene appointment and I make us say so obi a one NPP appointment ye no electoral commission na ye nim say ebia no ka afa ago ho ananza okasa kanofuri atamu demonstration ya omudi twan trauma aga na po no esankoma no mu bi omu kra na okọ appointed womu a I won't have a problem. But what is more dangerous is that Akufo-Addo has appointed an official of the NPP. A director of the NPP. So it is not the case that you feel so you end this NPP ni announce or you buy mini anka esankoma and an another appointing so media electoral commissioner. We will be happy because we know, sir, in as much as he's affiliated with the MPP or he believes in the ideology of the MPP, he is not an office holder of the MPP. Now, where there, or a Tescon a patron. He's been on radio. Ukaya Abra or Mampenyi Baba appointed regional ministers. Sir Apia Way was one of the people who were projected in the Buni region as a regional minister. Otimikotsa Radio, a defended government policy and decisions as a MPP atabie. Oyienswa, oko platform so, eko address test confor as a known officer of the MPP. Let the MPP come out and say that Apiahini was not a director of IT of the MPP in the Bunu region. At that time, this is the lowest the president can go. This is the lowest political decision Akufo-Addo could take against Ghanaians. He should not destroy the institutions of state. Nti echira say NDC ba na yanzu ye ba na John Mahama be appointed Mustafa Rodeda to Electoral Commission. What do you think I will do? Because at any day, if I sit at the Electoral Commission, I will work for the NDC.
Now, in another dimension,
I mean, on national organizer said, I'm going to the Electoral Commission money, and I am going to Chief Justice money. So, about NPP to within 1 hour.
Now, another dimension of the conversation is the constitution of the board now. Nipa mienui almost 20 years senior the board need take decision bi a wo de ani be override the other board members who wom sa
minia the board no asem madan wo mo kotra wo take a decision when the decisions are tied or divided they vote when you expect say obi nationalistic, he will be political. We will lose the substance of that person's delivery. That is the concern that we have. Number two, we are also concerned, sir, in as much as he's been there, and we will say on authority that Sadana Dupea, let him appoint Miame Mame Rebecca, Naninkoye Electoral Commissioner. The NDC will win 2024 election. But we should not create a precedent that is dangerous for this country. That much as presidents can appoint people, no? You can appoint political office holders. Independent institutions that the Constitution states must be independent and must not be politically biased. When you are appointing political operatives to head independent institutions of state, what are you doing to those institutions? Nyaya is for the purposes of the transparency of the elections that we are going to have. Electoral Commission must have the public confidence. The Electoral Commission must be able to speak and Ghanaians understand and believe. Number two, we must prevent politicians and political parties undermining state institutions. One of the things I hear Kahwa Assembly say, even with the issues of security, political parties should stop appointing political operatives into institutions of security. And yes, sir, we compromise the strength of our security. Then you go and appoint Obia Yenimse or your MPP. And yet, say, or your MPP by popularity and BB. Or your officer of the party, appointed officer of the party, under the hand of the general secretary of the party. So one conquer Electoral Commissioner, young IPAC, that's the only panel, MBA chairman, no make a sanctuary, the NTC and the NPP chairman. We are not dealing with Electoral Commissioner. We are not dealing with Electoral Commissioner. Please, we must talk to the president, and the president should be able to listen. But let it be noted, the NDC have spoken about. Say, Bakukoka and Nura say, and the Parliament Kokaye. Now, these are capricious discharge of discretion. These are discretions exercised in a very bad faith that we have allowed public officers to put our institutions in danger by their individual deficiencies in character and personality. So, as a public officer, it is not done. Article 23 of the Constitution speaks clearly about due process. And in the due process, you can't be a judge in your own matter. When you are a public officer, you must ensure that a Nema must follow due process. And the due process of law must be such a way that the power that is given to you is not discharged unilaterally in such a way that undermines the law that creates your office. And even when you are exercising a discretion, that discretion must be in accordance with law and Article 296. Now, what two, if you fear two cars, if you are got a radio station, parliamentarians, both sides of the house, are refer matter. The moon concussion, now correcting errors that borders on fundamental human rights. Fundamental human rights to the extent that your decision undermines the Constitution of Ghana and stands to disenfranchise legitimate Ghanaians from being registered to vote as their right. Go and correct her. So what kind of opulence impudence is this?
Mutafe, Obi bisa say Ghana bakwese mu no aban bia osi so anasa mampani bia nabreso wetu anamo bi ekuo bi ana opposition bi ne nya adwene attend in all grievances through the Council of State. Say womuntu mampani kronofo emeko wiase no mampani tie se futu no emodi adwuma esesa anadwene esida.
Well, we believe sir what we say and prempi what we have not done is that we sit on radio near complaining. Who complaining crack biana obienim say onhwe sa crack so enyina son kasa. Council of State is not supposed to be a political organization. Womu ye nyina Ghana fo nyina no womu abeye papa. That is the highest chamber. And when we disagree, and the minority parties, NDC is not just a minority party, we are the next government in waiting. Because by convention, NPP have finished they will finish their 8 years by the grace of God. And I pray, say Janko Pombema Akufo-Addo Atimi win 8 years.
Musa convention no.
Convention is a krumuha. You won't go beyond 8 years. Opa, be the Methuselah, be the man that God gave the highest wisdom. Ghanaians say that we want our president to go 8 years. Who 8 years? Koko home no bin somra.
But
Abanyi asho nyina yi Ghana for say yen mo munko 8 years.
But
na ye the party for fraba.
But NPP so mu break 8 no. Na wo mu break ni keke. Omo ka about achievement a wo ma ye no akra wo he police barracks a mampani ko bia no yi a.
Oh say okronfo bia padofo de. Owia de bia na yenche na saa na obekoso awia. So abetra krom ha wanya hwe 8 years and tronkwa enyan tronkwa mpukra sikadie Ghana for an complaining. Sisi ano bonia abai we di no amene wo bia odwe ho abodam na obebo. Enti Ghana for say ye China 2020 because in any case minia it is not in the interest of the NDC to get this president impeached and answer overthrown. Ghanaians can overthrow him. But Ghanaians feel that we have developed to the extent that we are so civilized that we want to work according to the law. Say, Omredra, near on a box. A Juma obeying an accountable at the election. And so share, and you'll be never catch us there, Wombelusu. 8 no, one break. How would they break the 8? Say, Sa ayi, Nana Done, Nachim brothers here, Woma hijack governance. No. One will make everything possible to ensure that the only candidate from their stronghold does not become their candidate. That they will do everything possible to maintain the Achim Mafia legacy in government. Say, or Nanado Econo, Bonia Womadi, Nanomo Pobia, or Laba Katasun Tiba, Miamedi. Ufisa and Tobetuama.
Sana Semnity.
And Udia Mamuye, Omo Primers, Robert Hood. Let them, because if Ashanti region does not vote for the NPP, they will not win any election in Ghana. And the Obidia no bin swabedi. Na wa kufa do watra ho ba ayi Alan Chim o ayi sa na obaye ene ma kwan ena obedi ye papa yi aboa wa baba ye wo minister aye adwuma ma o wie kwese okodi president a wutu ta obi echi against him. Ni nyina no Kumasi for no tie wo mo hwe. Ombe twetia this akufado system. And he him say NDC there. No. The vigilance that we are putting in place. Say we will not put people that they can go and bribe. Even if they will bribe, we will be so vigilant that every vote must be counted. For the first time, they will see women sleeping at polling stations to protect their votes.
Hey.
For the first time, women who can comfort the mattresses are to polling stations. So, voter, one more to the that vote must be counted. And if any vote is not counted, they will rise up and stand.
Mustafa, and I say, Yanamo Casase, Namokofa, Ala Nebaumia, Asem Neba, na as a mujen reflected towards Alan at the expense of Baumia, Yanada, a big can say. Baumia, the among person betting in the club because Musrose or Badia near Mau. Musushi never come with him.
Sabu, I have said before, sir, and come here, Baumia. And now, what strategic people around him are. Or the Casamini opinion, the Fanaco. That's him. Okoya, now on Swasaba. Because the kind of performance that they have put in place. Baumia as a leader of the economic management team. His punishment will be more than the president. Because then another year, Obekasi and son of here. Sebi papa umiamenana wabre otraka no ada. And we have just gratified him and honored him to be our president. But he has a vice who does not have a justification to fail. He has a vice who is energetic, who is a former governor of Bank of Ghana, who is brilliant, and Ghanaians believe that his delivery should not be the performance we see. The abysmal, the very bad performance the economic manager under which corruption is pervasive. And can you na me no a na akọ tse chiri kakra na mframa aboso. Number 2, se kasa ade no ne wo mo da line mu na wo bu ndi a ma wo nua panyini nkodi because number 1 babia ofiba no Ashanti region NAS stronghold of the NPP. So Ashanti region N2 Abama NPP. There's no way you can win. And you know, if they want to stay in power, they would have said, oh, yeah, did you? Said you, I could for the fee, Sebi. Now, what's the Akofa, when you are paying your office room? No, Baba and the vice here. And Yama Ashanti for no so bad. MBD. Now, Omudi, we are also about because you are the junior, Obada Bang. Sana MPP for any count. But Uncle Yanisa, Nanado is pumping money to ensure that Baumia wins the primaries. So that Baumia will still be in charge of the party.
Evidence be oh.
Oh, Minia. Nania Koso Krum de Onte. The Vice President Hawaja and Ejuma on anti campaign here. Krumuha Ai, one says Ukraine COVID war, and Ukraine and Russia war. The COVID near responsible for the collapse of our economy. So they acknowledge that there's a problem in this country. But the government officials are not busy working to restore the economy of Ghana. They are busy campaigning to make Baumia a flag bearer. As against a senior member of the party, Obia, what contested presidency in this time, on another crowd call Sabio, and Obe Jaman, Udini Penny, and Manikudi. Udi ya, Ubuda name, as antipode the better one. That is one. Number 2, corruption is see wo krumuha. Nisi kadie bebrebe loans a womaji and anado ampanya fe. Na wasanso akofa ni nuanom, wonu ane chochomucho, edi omakogu aban mu. Me se wuyi anado ayi abusiafo nko fi government a ebeka be 10%. Another government no and conform ye he and a woman fear Ashanti region, or we are Ashanti for our more government no. A team from Kwa Musu Amon also. Copa data, next year, Omotwaba, the free Chebiba, and as the free Eastern region, next year, the free Ashanti region. So, Eastern region, Krana, Chefe, Nanado is so mean and you say, Obia. On Twaba Manibiano, on Yajuma on the Krum, empty the Oka, a coupon de co a crop of 400, another year or more kind. But Chebidia, with timid delight, with timid a internet, a copy Chebi Crasso. Say one dear, or Momrena, son to Omuni. Uko Ashanti region, Usha a Sunya Quine, Ufi Sunya Bakumasia. So we do Kumasi Kwana to me the way we Ashanti region. There's a Kwana fish nane kono. A papa sin Ashanti for the because woman so no woman to Abama NPP. Only because they are not from Chebintino. And I don't want all these issues are going to come up in 2024 election.
Running up on Council of State. Le Krata Mudiakwa Koma Womui. More expectation they say.
Very simple. Said Yaka. Now, if the president maintains those people, it will be on the record. Say, we have disapproved the attempt of the president to undermine the constitution of Ghana, number 1. We have also disapproved the attempt of the president to set a bad precedent for this country. We know, say Ghana, and Crawford the Crowe. You want Pennyfue Kukudamwa. Woman de said they have lived well and they don't want anybody to jeopardize the democracy of this country. They should speak to the president. That is all we are expecting. The NDC will continue to take note of these things. I'll share near my ear no parliament. It is not because we believe that minority will win against majority. But we want our shit to be as clean, sir, Ye ko 2024 no ye ka ya asemu a. Ma obi mebisa yen say. Samusi Akufo dey corrupter. Sabuna mo passing the bills nyina. So that we can show that all our members disapproved of Nanado and his decisions passed in Parliament. We are taking note. We are doing everything possible to help this country. We are doing everything possible to help this president to succeed. But just as possible, the president continued to fail and continued to help himself to fail. So that is our concern.
Very well. And now we just Eja, money the party in power NPP. Mu ye counter see NPP say former President Mahama and Ora Johnson say dinketia. I can send be CID form frɛ wo mo na NDC nso so e de brane champion so kɔ IGP ne mpanimfo hia mo yi simo kan yɛ sɛ ensɛm wo mpanimfo yi na aka no enye criminal ebi mu sɛ mo ne ewu NPP ne NDC na
Minia eno kwade ne meka de di kan sɛ the IGP ase say obaye innovations are warrior in his own right. Say obes line Ghana Police Service no. Now abaye community friendly organization to maintain the police civilian relationship, which is an important factor to in the work of the police, unlike the military. Now, one of the things they say, we already have well-documented laws that forms mechanisms that they could and answer a crime. Innovations does not negate those mechanisms. Number one, mechanism they say, under the presumptions of innocence until proven guilty by a court, the police cannot pronounce anybody guilty or otherwise. They don't have that right. They don't have that power. And the law does not say, Ghana Police Service should be able in their mind to pronounce somebody guilty before they take the person to court. The mechanism is such that once a complaint is made by a Ghanaian, not by any human being having the capacity to make a complaint, the law enjoins the police and a police officer to immediately invite the suspect. Say, Unauthorized studio. Now, the police says, because the police officer was not there and must not be there, the duty of the police officer is to invite you. Say, from that basis, if there is evidence to suggest that really you have slapped me, then the police will have a basis to go to court. Now, my investigation, now my charge the panel with the relevant laws, not innovated laws, with the relevant stated laws under the laws of Ghana. Now, you do work of court. And also, acquire investigation, acquire police fund, just a woman invite you. Now, woman will bail. Bail don't know either say will be bail you and answer will be bail you under self-recognizance. Now, police for I should show now woman more time one and that's a report to to help them do their investigation. But the IGP is telling us today, sir, when there is a crime related to politicians, he wants to set up a legal department to examine. It is not his work. Police station ya him fie. Police station ya bebia so be di boni a yedeneko. O man mu han so emra kyerɛ we are all equal before the law.
OKFM.
And I'm saying we are equal before the law. Sir, Mustafa na di bonia police for invite no. Sir, Kwabe na di bonia police for invite no. If we create a police service where some people are bigger than others, then it is a republic of chaos. Sir, Yatra Kumuha. Sir, Kennedy Japan, Munina, Kansam, the police for invite one. But one more court couldn't find them guilty and amemwa.
Sir.
Yatra. The Coquay, you know, Munina, I am a say one more coy. Me, I'm a predecessor. Yet, Enna, so I'm you for organize a coca fire. Na police for a cochino. I'm no Kumasi. Ask them now, no kind, Mijina Obi. And no kind. But Yam Pupuyeti, yet Nico police station. I'm a police for a taking due process and I'm in the court. NDC crying about Bontin Carpe. Asem na branch any cano, a ya obi na odiaka. Oh no, a branch fairway, only to only capacity of debating the bonnet. But a man says, Asem no, yanka. What ramraso into ya penny. Near Traha. Now be NDC for NPP for a branding or as a man capable of mobilizing people to commit violence. Or yet former Minister of State in charge of national security. Now Breso. Yetimi use police and military uniforms plus strange uniforms. One dia to national security. People I describe as hooligans and criminals. Edi omukogu ayawa so West Wagon. Ama womuko to tuo ebe wiase no. Omubo MP sum. Omanpanyi kra no set up commission say wo mu hwehwem. Commission ni wie ye no. Commission bo wo mu kwa adu say ne wo ma ye no na emra bia na ho. Sabra na champo yi ene ye tisi say ono ena ama abaywa akwa record no national security minister Uru Akandapa odi afa bonti ta ne ye tisi o na Brother Champo yi akwa jira sesi a oye minister wakwa yanso deputy minister of interior. Interior minister is not a mean ministry. It is a ministry in charge of internal security affairs. He has access to the police. He has access to immigration. He has access to all the agencies under interior, security. The CIS could be a Greek minister. Ye parliamentarians, despite the fact that we said that Mamu approve, Brana Champon Kwandia, Mamu approve, Mamu Aquako approve. Consider Uncle Woodwater, Ukojina, Easter programmer, Ose Ghana for MPP Voko Din Kwasasemo, NDC Voko Din Kwasasemo. More than man. Also, so you are called Suhum. Emma opariansa ene ukotamo ye ujane Brane Jampo ababe jabejam akaka ansam sa
Brane Jampo jane.
Oh yes, it's on the record. Oh you who
na so no wo so wa chen eyi o.
Oh who pa na say enya what who say we have moved above muscle. We use brains. The NDC today no. We don't believe in muscles. We believe in the law and intellectuality. Well, now I can say more enye. And kabeti a subam rancham yako sobra na champo Ednaba police station. Ya anya sa because emrane chese for complaint ekwakoto police phone. Ni a big complaint abedam. Say abrante ne ya waka no. Entwa yiye etiamra. Se wo hwe and what the potency said a bit me cause chaos. MPP from Rantier announced the Wakan Uyo opinion, a bit me a faso, ama bonibi, abesi or Ghana having. Nianso yet, because you a window I already said. The MPP for the woman Saka NDC in Bakwa, Yanso Yabeta. SCC adeko 2024 the sane ebeko no womo bru NDC ni baako a ye be organize we stronghold ni abu 1/5
hey
na se baako to form a eno de ye be ko stronghold ni enso ya retaliate sa because ye hu say emra no omo mfa nya adwuma
dia mo
ade na be down say IGP mba ayi arrest this person a wakoye ho ohene e na wafre empanyifo so ye mametwa ho hia ni ye nkasa afede NPP fo ekofa ayi me national chairman tape a woma doctor no ama womo asabeba bonte abebe pa cho say o womo hu say tape no e doctor national chairman asema o kai no say abato ayebeko no 2024 no no womo to abanama ye no we will sacrifice our lives to ensure that the NDC wins. It is a statement of resistance. Okasa, Omakofa no Omakoyi, our team, and Omuche, I said, we will sacrifice lives. He never said so. National chairman and Minim will not say a thing like that. Say, or no comment on no, and also police for him. Or can November. MPP for who say, or one kid that, and to say, Brana Champo Kasaya. Number 2, say, Oman Penjo Mahama Kase, Yadi, the revolution is free. MPP cannot teach us violence. And it is equal to what Brana Champo have said. And I said, and Untida Brana Champo, Ekosata, and Semuhu, and our Easter Honor. Say, Enuntino, or no Akofa, or the Afanity Akamunti, any evidence. I'm very disappointed. As a student of security, I'm disappointed in the manner the IGP sought to handle this very important criminal matter.
President Bernard Yawaye chato.
President ne say me free kurasana me ko wia ponche a. Eno de police for timi tuatuo e ko hwehwe me. But se wo bi e sha ba mu na odi bone a yen kata so. Eno de IGP bi set theater. Now the film no ehu say enye adwuma. These are all schemes to intimidate the opposition and to enhance government effort to intimidate us and to subvert the will of the people. Who IGP betray Nancy we and Crawford Oma Chowman Penyashia and Kamu you with it. Hey, Obaye, a Jumapa Ubodo, they said, one MPP for crime on Dibonnet, sending and come penal.
Like seriously, Madame Castro MPP 4 one more. When you know about someone no MPP color. Sanko for we. Me a tikromu ha. Na teachima saf. Wamu kwa tutu ebo ni party say empire. Asra for na call ye. So munye police for. Wamu ye soldier for. Sanko for me anyway and a call joint operation. And ye say. Etu na wamu kwa tutu ye no. There was no basis for these people to have done what they did. Investigating. Don't the police and the army have a record of deployment for that particular area of the country? Woman nipa dodoa, woman deploy, woman call this age-man. If you so believe that the shooting that happened was justified, take them to court. Let the court justify their action. Say, they have acted under the law of reasonable force, necessary and required to tame the people. Don't be afraid. IGP has not been able to do it. A Judah shooting, I see a video so soldier ning kromu ha yen ko war yet he horse game and for your demonstration obia what you also say buying a corrupt and he is making community awareness na yakokuno na busa for protesting. Regional Minister of Ashanti region or no our can kwasam etias remufo etimi deploy police for soldier for
One to say you were warfare. Near say IGP investigate here. One to me Anya Hoshe.
But Mutafe, in all this news, the Oka, you know, what come a fanuni na in that, Senka, on my coin say, will be a suit or diaba, Yamfanya Jumanka, most definitely, NPP will be on hold against former President Mahama and General Sidin Katia, and I'm also then will hold against Brand Champonti, and Kabea can't tell you to where I am Katam for Nasamonko.
Na Minia, you can be an afterthought. It is not a mere coincidence there. Omampenya kasa. Beye ye kono 1 year ni. Krumu ha ubi ate ha. Time a omampenyi kasa na IGP no a director of administration. Na MPP for na B. Ewo ho oye is a national youth organizer. Na Akufo do abusianfo atro ho ma fa no say oye useless. Onya papa no. Not Krumu ha. He continued to project this level of incompetence of himself. Say, all this while, one to me and Choka Town Van Kose, woman invite to Omampeni, that former president John Mahama. What so? Until say, Brana Champo Kokafaya, Asofo, and him for civil society, F1 in our condemning. After now say, at the Sadia, my equalize it. Yes, Empire the uncle. Now IGP in there. If he had sent a petition, because in the absence of knowledge of a police over a crime, somebody must make a complaint. Why didn't the MPP make a complaint to the police all this while to invite His Excellency John Dramani? Woman could invite him here. The man is law abiding. They should invite him if they so believe that what he said offends the law. They shouldn't wait for some of these reckless comments to be made. Brian Champon. Now, one more offer a petition. And I'm saying, sir, a national chairman comment now one more can. One more doctrine document. I raised it with the national chairman there. In as much as one more apologize, we should sue them. But General Mosquito are not there. Unforgiving. And Kwame, they must be lucky. Sir, we have leadership as a view. Womu agimu edo. They are people who know how to manage the youth. That is the only reason we have peace in this country. But let them not take anybody for granted. And to make comment, the IGP should stop innovations and act within the law. There's so much power given to him. There's so much room for him to combat crimes than what he's doing. His way of administering the police service is the reason why civilians must attack a police officer in this country. It's the reason why who police ni na civilian atwashe no so ebono na okuta tuo na ontiminto independent no. But ye koto abadia police for koto etuo ekuku nipa na yonku for police for ejina hono hwe. Discipline and standard has fallen within the Ghana Police Service itself. Let the IGP handle that first. He should be given assurance that deployment of police, whether by joint operation with the military in 2024, he will put out data for us to know. As somebody see ana obenting and yes man one person so there. All kono or you're free to protect the election process and to protect the citizens who are there to perform a national duty of voting. Let the IGP give Ghanaians that assurance. Let him investigate all the political criminal matters before him. Abuakwa MP ya ekunu ya JB MP ewu enye obi keke MP ni ekoto hye ni fie ekunu oye nanado de hye ofi nanado kurom Nanado Kurum Nanado be president. The person in next government could not deploy mechanisms to ensure justice for this person and his family. Let the IGP be busy doing that.
When you didn't come over Bessiano pay.
Minia. Midi
14 constituencies put on hold cleared. Challenges in every no challenges ben.
Say ye ko election. Say the kind say ye niema boko ye adjusted onam boko so be do. Enti ye hwe niema mu no. Na 14 constituencies no, another 27 constituencies. Na ye wo niema bia maneuvers bia say ye. There were issues, political issues, be as I said, they took him. Administrative issues, be as I said, a pension, money, a hesse. Study a parliamentary candidate, a bit choosing no honor. Obetimi, I will need it no my. Because the ultimate is that we must maintain the number of MPs we have, and we must increase more seats to make sure that when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama comes, we will have majority in Parliament. And tia pena sa 14 no ya pensen mu awie me sure say by the close of enede me am boss yi fifikote ebe makwan na ye de ho krata ba bonten na ye betimi de ho komo sesi a onya ntro onya mfa ne nsan hye krata mu de mesre wa se de be ya me nkofa no tumi no mehye bitiso tiso no makwan ya na ye de ho komo se constituency way any left here and the Kokahu asem. But ye one issues are ye ready say they organize primaries and never what ye be no assume by a party no amayetimi akoyenim. That is the ultimate of the aim of the National Executive Committee. And nunti and amaya train sa hono essence saying say they do say oh ye person ye protect you be minim and cover our contest to as much as the General Secretary does not know all the people. We just want to ensure that the mechanism we mitigate the political issues. That the not assume by a party will come together. They are contest the election.
Yeah, but that's no pay. Mustafa Gbandi, Deputy General Secretary, Trafo Abedi Echire. At the match in Yamanyuko NDC Hejo. And Yanene Kasa ye on
OKFM 101.7.